were you.
Yeah.
For that too.
Yep. That's what I heard about that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, there's a little bit left. Let me make some more though.
Awesome, thank you. Wonderful. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to just like take a little coffee break, get back into it, you know?
Definitely, dude.
This is really...
Yeah, I just realized I was like, oh wait, I didn't make sure that this was set up so that it would do tape folders, but it is.
Ah.
Which is joyous.
That's cool. I think next time I come here, I want to record through a tape machine.
That would be fun, dude.
That would be so fun.
Very,
I've never...
It's very fun.
Well, I've done it once, but it was like just a task cam, like...
The most like...
I think it was just a single track.
Doing this sort of thing to tape machine is hard, where you're doing a lot of comping and you're doing a lot of stacking things up. I find the most success I've had with tape machine is when I have like 3 or 4 dudes and we're just like, we have a group together.
Right. That's
live.
Yeah.
And if you cut live,
sometimes it doesn't
then
sync up.
then it's a take,
right?
or it's not the take, and you guys agree on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can like maybe dump it in the box after that and finish it in the computer.
I also like the idea of like running everything into like from a tape machine into the computer.
Yeah, that's the move. I mean,
feel like that would be
everybody's
the
got
move.
different workflows with it, but that's how I mostly use mine. Is I use my 8-track to record through, and then I track it into my computer.
Nice.
And then after that, I'll like sometimes use it to stem out things to like send my whole drums, like 8 drum tracks out to it and then back in, or
it's fun.
You know, my vocals out to it and back in, or whatever. Anything that likes tape, really. But
tape just has such a warmth to it.
It definitely, there's certain instruments that love it. You know, like guitars, vocals, drums,
it just transforms vocals so much.
Yeah, electric guitars, bro. Electric guitars love tape.
Yeah. Totally. So I actually recorded through a cassette player like a cassette 8-track. I think it was like a Tascam 8-track cassette player, and I was working with Eric Kramer.
Yeah.
And I was at his house, but I think the tape machine was like not synchronized.
Yeah, his 4-track's a little...
Yeah, it was wonky. So we couldn't really sync anything up, and I was like, okay, I don't even want to guess where this lines up. Let's just go digital. So
there's a certain... there's a certain... Every now and then I talk to older engineers, you know, and they're just like, yeah, man, I have like a Tascam 58 and like a 414, and they're just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you can always sync up digitally to a tape machine if you eat up one track with...
SMPTE time code?
Time code, yeah. You can even do that with a 4-track. It gets pretty crazy. But
right.
I've seen it done pretty well.
Okay. I had a friend who would bounce a click track onto track 4 of his 414 and then use that as an auto-align guide. Yeah, so he would use the 4th track to, like, once he imported it in, he could line up all the quarter notes.
Yeah, I usually just I'll dump it to tape and then bounce it back and then chop every time it drifts. Yeah. And I prefer to, rather than time stretch, just like nudge. But if you're doing just stems, it's fine. But it starts to get crazy if it's like multiple, like if you have bounce a kick and then a snare and it's not the exact same start point on the tape, the wow and flutter will push them in and out of phase and stuff. So it has to be groups that were single recorded by themselves.
Very tedious.
Yeah, it's a labor of love.
Cassette too is definitely more locked into what they're trying to do, or like just a little bit more.
I think I was just like really just trying to do too much with the tape machine. Maybe I had like so many things hooked up.
It's fun, dude.
It was so fun. It was beautiful, and you know I still use the drum track for it. Yeah. I was gonna include it on my album on Mind Parade, but it just sounds so different from the rest of everything else. Right. I was like, I can't put this on there. It doesn't sound cohesive. But I'm gonna eventually use it for something.
It'll make its way onto something.
It will. It totally will. I'm gonna take a little coffee break, go to the bathroom, and then get back into the bass.
That sounds great.
Cool.
We are ready to roll.
I'm in now. Also, can we crank up the overall volume of the mix?
I can turn it up more.
Wonderful, thank you.
You want to be a little closer on the drop-in?
Yeah. Yeah, you can just start it right at the count-in.
Cool. Here you go.
Right there.
Cool.
Right at the, I guess, at the end of that slide.
Right there?
Yep.
Cool. Here it comes.
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
That's weird. Why doesn't it play while you're doing the playback?
Sure.
Countdown. Here, I'll just do this. I'll just do a manual punch.
Ah, wait. Sorry.
Here it comes again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take that one more time.
Cool. Same place?
Yeah.
Cool. I would say also, I don't know what your preference is for this, but you can either, we can go section by section and do punches as we're doing right now, or you can just do a couple takes and we can make a comp.
I would say, yeah, I mean,
I feel like...
Let's do that, because actually, when I do my demos, usually I just do it the same way that I did the drums, just play it all the way through.
Play a couple takes and do a comp.
Yeah, I think I'm just sort of like being a little bit of like a perfectionist with certain things. So let's just take it. Let me do an honest take.
Yeah, I would just say, like, don't sweat a wrong note. It's all of the notes that you just hit wrong in this take were right in the first take, right? So it's like we can probably maybe do. I would say maybe we'll get further by doing just like a couple passes of the whole thing, and then making a comp. And if we need to punch anything at that point, we can.
That sounds great.
What I mean?
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah, and just don't sweat it if you hit a wrong note. It's no big deal. Just keep playing.
Exactly.
Cool. I'll keep everything we just did, but here it comes from the top again.
Cool.
You know what? I want to definitely do another tape.
That sounds great.
That was cool though. That was
yeah,
really
I thought
cool.
that was great.
It really felt like a warm up, you know.
Let's rock another.
Let's do it.